Hey everybody, my name is Voice Your Mind. No, really, you can just call me Voice Your Mind. But seriously, today, my name is Christopher. But Voice Your Mind is the channel on YouTube, which you should be watching. Who knows, though, this video might have been shared here or there, a little bit everywhere. So this little segment that I've been doing on other media areas is my 2 cents. And I like it. I do some rhyming and flowing, and y'all know that. I'm going to keep doing that, a little freestyle, try to get back in the studio, have a little fun, express myself that way. But I also have to give my 2 cents and connect what's going on in the world with what it is now. Today, though, and I'm a Christian, so I accept Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. And right now, I believe also in bringing up the kids and doing right. So right now, I have my son videotaping. If it's a little jiggy with it, but that's because he's in development. He's young. So I'll make this quick. Something that, as me, as I said, being a Christian, I find that a lot of people that are Christians not underestimate, they undervalue the value God has. And actually non-Christians do this too. Just people that have a God, they make their God small. And if you have a God, that God is big. Now, as a Christian, I serve the God that raised people from the dead. I serve, a God that split the Red Sea so that slaves could walk through it. And that's where I'm going to focus on today. So I'm going to assume that you believe this. If you don't, check me on another video when I talk about politics or something fun, or I'll bust a freestyle for you, But right now, I'm going to talk about the Red Sea getting parted. If you're a Christian, stay with me here. It's really, really important you catch this. I don't think many people really think about it. And so here we go. In Psalm 78:13, it says, He split the sea and brought them through. He set the waters upright like a wall. Oh my goodness. Did anybody catch that? He split the sea and put the waters upright like a wall. So here's a camera. The water's flowing.
That's my camera.
Yeah, it's your camera. It is. You're videotaping. Okay, he takes the waters that's doing this and puts them up like a wall, like the wall behind me. That's solid. It wasn't just water and like, oh, my hair. It wasn't a mist. He didn't say, it's a wall of water. So he split the sea. He didn't split a river. Look, you couldn't take a lake near your house and make it a wall. If you take the lake and make it a wall, that would be amazing. Something that David Copperfield, just showing my age right there, or Harry Blackstone, I think his name was. They didn't do this. Like, come on, split the sea and make a wall. Take a sea that's near you, Mediterranean, Red Sea, a big lake, a river, whatever you want. Take your bathtub and try and make 2 walls of water. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. So that alone is amazing. And I think as Christians, we're like, oh, Moses split the Red Sea. How darling, that is great. First of all, Moses didn't do it. He tells Moses, reach out your staff. But there's so much more to this lesson. But I'm going to try and keep this YouTube quick, right? So that's one. And that's in Psalm. A lot of people don't realize that the business is also in Psalms. There's a lot in Psalms. And now Exodus 14:29. Check this out. But the Israelites had walked through the sea on dry ground. Excuse me? Okay, wait. With walls of water on their right and on their left. Come on. The lesson's almost over. It's already been said. They walked through dry ground. It was more stable than their bed. If you ain't hearing me, then you lost in the head. Listen to the words that I spoke, that I said. Man, come on, y'all. I'm about to bust a freestyle flow on it, except I want to make sure that you get it and you just don't forget it. Because if I spit it, you might not be with it, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Split the water on each side, dry ground. Imagine if you had a bicycle and you were able to let's just say you went out to your backyard or any place that had a ground that wasn't concrete, even concrete, but whatever. Let's say you went out to the park and it's grass. You live in a neighborhood that the park is grass, because some places don't have grass, so I get it. Hey boy, we almost done. Don't worry, you should see him. He's like falling out. You know, I ain't gonna tell you his age because that's personal. But check it out. Say you go outside and you spray something and you make some mud.
Okay.
And then you try and ride your bike through it. Is that gonna be hard? Is that gonna be hard for you to get through that?
Well, no, we'll just make a splash.
A splash. Yeah. You might even fall, slip, and slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go slow, you'll have a more chance of slipping. But if you go fast, but if you're turning on it, you'll have. But if you're turning and going slow or fast, well, you'll have an advantage to probably just die.
Okay, thank you. So you can tell even a child knows it would not be as simple as walking outside on a sunshiny day. There's going to be challenges to it. But here he says, but the Israelites walked through the sea, walked through, in the midst, through the middle, like a bullet going through me. Walked through the sea on dry ground with walls of water on their right and on their left. Thousands, if not millions, some say, were slaves. That's why they had to go. It was too many. They were getting just too much for... well, that's why they became slaves. That's not why they had to go, but that's why they became slaves, because the Egyptians were getting threatened, and they made them slaves. But wow, so it was a lot of them. And God split it, made it dry, and then said, yeah, come on. You got your iPass, your Easy Pass, your Pass Away, whatever, pass for the highway, I-bond, Autobahn. Just, he was like, come on, you can go right through. And then Pharaoh could have let it go. He could have let it go. But he didn't. His ego, his pride, instead of just saying, okay, they're gone, he said, no, go after them. And look what happened. Not one of his men made it. I'm not going to the story after that, but it was over. Let's just say that. So I serve a God that takes the sea and puts it up, wall and wall, and makes the ground dry. If you're a Christian, you serve that same God. If you are ever in doubt, if you are ever down, if you are ever having someone that is speaking to you in a way that makes you feel like you are worthless, if you are ever just questioning anything about, can I come out of this? If you serve this same God and you question if you will be delivered, then you don't know this God. You don't have a relationship with this God. You may not be serving this God. I beg you, figure out what God you're serving and have faith, because people look to us to know that we're not perfect, but when we're down and we say we serve this God who split the sea, wall to wall, dry ground, and then they see us doubt because we don't give tithes. You know what tithing is. I'm not going to that. You don't give tithes because you're worried that you got to pay your bills. He says he'll take care of you. He takes care of the birds and everything else. That's a whole nother thing. Don't disrespect him by saying you have faith and then live like anything but that. Voice your mind out. That's it, kid. That's the stop button.